Yo, welcome back to Banter Trimz, another Saturday in the shop. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment. The wave this week is fake, the new natural. Will Messi ever leave Barcelona? Mourinho comes out and admits that the best team lost. And Liverpool field their youngest team and still get the win over the line.
Now, we need to big up on the morning podcast, the breakfast that we have. It comes from the Caribbean caterers called Refill, branches in Brixton and West Croydon. Now this is a big, massive respect for the subsidising of our food, and that's going out to the owners, Clive and Sher, to the chefs, Jimmy, Don, Brenton, and to the front of house staff, Marcia, Auntie D, and my brethren, Kirk, who always gives me enough joke in the morning. They're loving the breakfast. Thank you so much.
We are.
Big up.
Yo, welcome to Banter Trimz, another week in the barbershop. I'm going to start differently this week. I'm going to speak about plastic surgery. Plastic surgery.
So what about
plastic surgery?
What about
the alterations that people are making? Obviously, cosmetic surgery is a booming industry in the UK. I think it's estimated that 4.2 million people die within 30 days of having surgery.
Any surgery.
4.2
million.
What, any surgery?
No, plastic.
Plastic.
They die from plastic surgery.
I think you'd be intrusive, I would imagine.
That's worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. Yeah. So what I wanted to really talk about was the length that people are going to for a certain look, the lips, the bum, getting their tits done. The bum thing was something that obviously as black people we used to get taken the mick out of. The lip thing was sat on rubber lips, and you know, people are spending a lot of money, people are getting into debt, people are doing payment plans, financing, do you know what I mean, to get these things done. I just wanted to get the man them in the barbershop's opinion.
Is it a cultural thing though? Is it a cultural thing? Do many black people get plastic surgery?
They're going Turkey
The
and
first one of that, we got this on plastic surgery, but it's tanning. It's tanning, then go on holiday and you're empty your burn.
Yeah.
In order to get a little darker, to look at. That's a kind of plastic surgery thing.
Yeah.
So it starts from there, now it's just gone as usual fingers as that.
You get out of
Do
hand.
many black men get it done as well?
Yes.
It's just black women.
black men are getting packs.
Yeah,
The hairlines, the whole thing, the calves, their teeth, everything.
But that's not plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's not
Plastic surgery.
They take out, it's plastic surgery, comes on the one.
No. They say surgery. You got cosmetic and you got plastic.
Yeah, it comes. But it still comes under the cosmetic.
It still comes under the umbrella. Like it's dental. It's a form of surgery, but it still comes under. If man them are taking out their whole teeth.
No, Tosh. The reason why it comes under. No, the reason why it's part of because remember. People are taking out their own teeth, you know, and drilling in and putting new teeth in.
So it comes all under the same umbrella.
So that's cosmetic.
Yeah. It's part of
plastic.
That thing's expensive.
Yeah, but we got people are listening to us. We have to be kind of
aware. It's part of it. It comes under the cosmetic banner rather than
I remember
surgery.
when I had they took out 4 wisdom teeth, right? And it's left a gap at the back. And the guy said, look, we can put, you've lost that tooth gone. And obviously it's not going back. So we can put another tooth in there. £1,500.
Yeah, but just
that's for one tooth.
But guys, they take
$1,500
the normal
for one
tooth.
For one tooth?
Yeah, they take the normal tooth and putting different ones in
He
there.
said £1,500. I said, no,
Do I need them?
Yeah, but people that doing it, they're not doing the back ones. They're doing the front ones.
Look, my son's braces because straight up.
well, that's different though. Braces.
Braces.
Whatever they call it, they got orthodontic.
Yeah.
£3.5 for us.
I think it's about balance, really and truly. Like, because there's people that need it. For example, breast surgery. People who have
like big breasts.
Yeah, big breasts that has the pain.
Reduction.
Yeah, like it's that whole balancing. But when you're getting breast cancer, when you're right now, you can't even, certain girls, if they walk past, you have to double check their age. Like double check their whole everything, because it's like, hold on.
Don't check, man.
That's for real. No, he's right though. He's right.
Some girls you have to double check.
They have to come with documents, ID and that, because they look like they've just fresh out of the boot. Like someone has put them together, lips and everything.
But when to me, that's so much attractive.
Yeah, but
the lip factory curl and all that, it's long.
And
you can see girls right now and you don't even know.
That's always what I get to.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, lot. Are you lot naturally like the natural stuff, or?
What are you kind of
alluding to?
Yeah, because I feel like we're alluding to something.
No, it's
a combo.
If I might go down the wrong lane, but if you're alluding to what I think you are, I think the emergence of people like the Kardashians has influenced certain set of people to adopt a look that back in the day was often mocked. Whereas we appreciated the big asses and the curvaceous women, and all of a sudden, people that celebrated and worshipped a slender frame, all of a sudden want the curves now. Because of people like the Kardashians.
So you answer if we're attracted to it. I never like skinny women. Never have them. I don't. A majority of men that I know don't.
I like it.
I like the wafer. School on a broker. It's not attractive. But then there is so if your daughter was to look into a magazine, she would see women that she can't look like. So hence that's why a lot of them now they get to 18, 20, get a job, they're going on Turkey. I want to get things done, I want to get this done, because they look, I go gym for 3 years and I don't look nothing like the same I did when I went in there. You know what I mean? It don't, so it's easy for them to go save £50 and go to some hotel room. I don't know how it goes over there. I've heard it's a lot cheaper and all that. So it's the imagery that's portrayed. All these women look perfect, all women look perfect. Little waist, big ass, big tits. And really that's come out of a box.
But then you have to, if that's the case, then you have to look at the pyramid of these children. They get to 18.
That was very wide.
You know what it is? Because when the media is constantly bombarding you with this imagery of what perfection is, I know, but it's even worse now. Social media is
always been,
and what makes it worse?
It's the accessible part, because it's always been like that.
No, but it's turned to 10.
It's always been like
changed the landscape of how we view stuff. But what I was also going to say is, you see often these figures of perfection, they're not even perfect. The amount of sorcery, because it is blatant judge, when they manipulate these pictures, they don't actually, half these women don't actually look like that.
Of course.
Well, so I'm telling you, I have a fixation on certain cast of power.
What?
Lala. Absolutely good. Instagram. Jesus, Father. Like, they're not tell you. At least I've always got one in the chamber. I could have got a picture of Lala on TV. But then I saw a picture of her just walking down the road.
And you thought, hold on.
They broke his heart.
She didn't look the same. She just looked kind of regularish. She didn't look all big and down and posed right. It was just a woman.
Because of the sorcery, mate. They got teams out
got a team, man. 13 people on one person.
I've never seen a bad picture of her like that. Like. I don't look at my well, that's all I can read. I think it wasn't on Instagram, it's somewhere else. She looked like a regular girl that was dilution.
Can I just say that? For the purposes of the camera, I only have eyes for my wife. Right? So for the purposes of the camera,
I hear you, Gary.
But the reason I'm women in the world,
this is a popular show. So for the purposes of my wife, for the camera.
So another point I wanted to make. So you see how obviously it's very popular. A lot of people are getting it done, and it's so close to home. There are people that we might even know that have had things done. that we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
With this doll situation, yeah, would you say it goes hand in hand? Because a lot of the population like a lot of things that are not real. So when they're talking about sex dolls now, doesn't it fit hand in hand?
Oh, you've gone for
Physical.
the dolls.
Science, knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it like a...
Have sex in it, man.
For real? Yeah.
For the camera. Say for the camera.
What it is.
Everybody got clue what it is.
Okay. So for the purpose of the debate, let's just do a little survey.
Yeah.
So these sex doll things, anyone in here?
Bought one, got one.
Of course not.
This is your teacher.
Because everybody there, like I say, has got a woman. Everybody there. That's right, like that.
I think, look,
Apart from soldier.
it takes a bit.
He didn't say no.
Now you're looking at him.
Soldier got his girl at school, man.
I think it takes a particular type of person to do those things. And I don't think that particular type of person is the average person.
No, what I think what was asking is having a namely, it's just another level now.
It's just another level, yeah.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But with the sex doll thing, that is, I don't want to say it's been a norm, but in my lifetime, that's always been a thing. It's just technology has brought it to another level.
They can get the next day delivery on
I
it.
think the BBL thing is more newer than the sex doll.
Big bubbly. Where do you get the money from for it?
Save it.
And
flags.
When do you think like a 20-year-old girl gets £400 buys a red box because she wants them? Because she wants them. Remember, so now you go for £2.5
So how much
grand.
does it cost? Alright. A boob job. How much is a boob job?
yeah, I
I
know
don't know
what
the bid when they live with it. I don't know.
No, they won't.
So on average, it could be about £3,000.
Yeah.
On average.
They will find that. They'll find get a job.
They'll find a
back
dude
out.
to finesse to get.
They'll not eat. They'll not eat.
They
They'll
go
not rave.
to Dubai for a couple trips.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is worse, they will just do it on credit if they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, back
They'll
home.
get it on credit.
Well,
Is
is
it
it
bullshit
presumably
today?
the government needs to regulate that, right?
How?
Why?
They got the
It's
turkey
a health
holiday.
hazard. Because it's costing the NHS more money.
Yep.
Right?
To fix them.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't
If
make
these people are dying, it's costing the NHS more money.
And the botch
A
jobs
lot
as well.
more
Let's not
money
forget about the botch
than
jobs.
the £3,000
You remember some of these things are being done in hotels.
Yeah.
Right. So then the government's got to regulate.
Yeah, but you
You
can't
can't
regulate
regulate
it with strict travel. You can't do
restrict
it. You can't restrict
NHS
it.
assistance to somebody
I'm not
who's
saying that.
got.
I'm not
Wait,
saying
wait,
that.
wait,
But then the government needs, if these guys, we're saying it's an expensive thing, and it sounds like it's very expensive, because £1,500 for 1 2. It's got to be a lot of money. Right?
It's all going hearing.
It's got to be a lot of money, right? So they're lending the money. So the government's got to be lending or leaning on financial institutions, whether it's loan sharks or whoever they're going to for the loan. They've got the same shit.
But they're not.
We're going to regulate it.
But they don't have to say they're taking out the loan or getting a line of credit to go and get it done. They will just lie. That's all they're going to do.
Gary. They'll start going to go get a buy a
It's
car.
costing the
It's
NHS
£5 grand. They go
it's
with
costing
turkey.
the NHS a lot more money
Yeah,
to
but
deal with the problem.
What the NHS have to do, yeah?
It's not costing
If
them.
you go away and do that, yeah, and you get a barbershop job, yeah, if you die, the response yourself. We're not taking
Nah, I
responsibility.
can't do that. Can't do that.
It's just not big enough problem. It's not big enough problem for them to worry about, Gary.
The ethos of the
They're making money. They're making money.
Yeah, it's not a big enough issue for them.
And the amount of partners are making money from that. Like,
You got to remember the airplane flights or the holiday, they're eating, they're paying their taxes.
The numbers you said at the beginning, the millions, a lot of them come from certain parts of the world, and I wouldn't say it's
Dominican Republic.
like Brazil,
White place.
like Brazil,
Yeah.
a bum lift, getting a bum, a designer bum. I read something like a couple months ago, like it's almost like they claim it's almost cultural now. Like percentage-wise, pretty much everyone's doing it, and they just expect people to die now. So those numbers, like you said, Dominican Republic, places like that, it's almost
But going back to those numbers, I think you need to go and look at that stat where you got it.
No, listen, because it says almost 18 million people had surgery in 2018.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's going up every year.
But how many people die from
You
it?
said
It's
4.5
not-
million.
You said 4.5 million.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I can believe that.
it's not.
Why?
It's not.
Why?
That's 5%, isn't it?
No.
That's
No, you
that's
said
like,
Look at the survey that done that.
It's like 20%.
No, it's
Like,
not.
yeah,
It's
it's
not even nowhere near that.
25, bro.
It's not.
Like, why would you get like
No,
white?
it's 4.5 from 18.
Oh, 18.
Just
Yeah.
check.
Just check.
I'm just
No,
trying to say-
not
That
of
was in
18.
2018.
Yeah,
Not of 18.
2018,
So
18
the 4 million is for
18.
people.
But it's not 4.8 million people died from the surgery.
No, that's not what he said. He said
Related.
I said it's estimated.
It's estimated.
4.2 million people died within 30 days
of getting.
surgery.
Right,
So-
and how many people got the surgery last year?
Surgery of what surgery?
1.8.
You see, that's you see that word surgery is now missing from plastic surgery. Now missing cosmetic surgery. So surgery, yes.
I know,
worldwide.
but that's
surgery.
30 days because you're going to go live our car.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
of
have to
course.
be
Hold on.
clear.
Couldn't run as quickly.
Yeah, we got
You can't run at all.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No money, no
That
money.
the way they've worded that, surgery, yes.
Yeah.
Surgery worldwide, you're
Yeah,
going
of
to
course, of
surgery
course.
for all different things.
Yes.
It's not because you're going in because of plastic surgery.
Yeah, no, I hear you, Tosh.
Yeah.
Either way, it's foolishness.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because we can be held accountable for what we put back
The
out.
numbers are kind of
What do you think about
numbers are I was
like the plastic surgery?
But obviously,
Side conversation.
yeah, I think it's ridiculous. But what it is, last year, breast surgery went up by 13%. Eyelids, I didn't even know this was a thing, went up by 14%.
Did you what to them?
So just take away your fat cells. Yeah.
And
on the flip side, sorry to cut you. On the flip side, in Thailand, they want to look a certain, so they're going back that way, whereas some of the Chinese are going the other way. So it's a regular thing. Bleaching as well.
I didn't know that was a thing. And face and neck lifts went up by 13% too.
What, they get rid of damage is?
Get rid of
Double
the
chin.
double
To
chin.
get rid of the
The bags and all of that.
There's a lot of different surgeries you can have these days. It's
But just
so
anyway,
many.
for me,
So many. Remember,
it
they're having
looks
biceps
so
put
big.
in and things like that.
It doesn't.
It
It doesn't.
if it
I'm telling you. It
Business,
doesn't.
yeah. Business. Like I saw an advert on his cyber account. Yeah. He looks a hot mess. I'll tell him, I'll take that one. He does though.
Yeah.
He does a lot right. The man cyber account on the
Oh yeah.
He I saw him at some advert.
He's got some eyelashes in as well.
I wish I wanted to talk to Big Man. What are you doing in there? You look like a mess. Like his eyelashes, he looks so
But most of
right.
them
Yeah.
do
This is like
though.
about 20-year-old.
Most of them do look a bit.
Look mad.
Because
Look at him. Look at him.
there's a look, there's like that kind of a lot of, especially females, they have
You're
that
doing
kind of
the
Michael
teeth.
Jackson look.
Yeah.
Where it's like they could be related. You know what I'm saying?
They actually think it looks nice. That's
Yeah.
the worrying thing. And that's a true sign of body dysmorphia.
Yep.
Like you actually look in the mirror and actually think,
And you think I'm
you
alright.
look, this is
Well, look at Stallone's mum.
Yeah, look at Stallone. Look at
That's
Stallone.
it.
Look at Stallone.
This is
She looks awful, man.
How long did it take you to go to surgery?
So what it is, it's good genes for anyone they put on.
Yeah.
So taking my life.
So you get the chest done and that.
That's purely mental.
That's 2 plates.
That's 3 plates. Let's get this right. Let's get the numbers up. That's 140 right there. 140. We can do that right now.
What was it?
140.
25.
It take me a number of years.
25.
I tell ya.
But is it a reflection of society? Like what we
that's
are
what
average.
of certain people in society.
Yeah.
If you have that insecurity,
What it looks like when you get
Do you know what? Talking to the gym, so you see women practicing in the morning. Like, I'm at the 6 o'clock in the morning. There's women there before me. I get them maybe about 5 to they're there. They walk upstairs and they're just on the treadmill like someone's getting tired. Like they're saving someone's life. They're banging away at the cross trainer. For me, an hour and 10 minutes, you know, non-stop. In order for them to look a certain way, they go to work.
Right.
Then they get dressed and they've got the high heels on and there. And they look nice, but they would, I don't think they'll eat a lettuce for the day. You know what I mean? Or 2 slices or 2 cucumber and some soup maybe. It's ridiculous. So they are, and you can see the concession in them when they're doing it. So I can see, I don't agree, but I can see why you just gotta get your tummy tucked and get a bum and get good stuff.
Yeah, but Mark, you say they do that, yeah. How long they in pain for?
I don't know.
Even though they after a year they in pain same way.
How do you know?
Remember,
because presumably you've got to maintain it, right?
Yeah, that's the next point.
As
You
you
gotta
get
maintain it.
As you get old, your body starts dropping.
That's what I'm.
So,
Worst thing
start
for
making
world,
it.
Who's the R&B rapper's mum that died from it?
Kanye West.
Kanye West, yeah. His mum died from it.
But then he go and married plastic surgery queen. Like that's psychology is mad to me.
And then, but maybe but he was together before his mum died.
Was
He's with her before they died, so maybe mum said, "What you look good?
Weren't she just having one of them tummy tuck things?
Life protection.
Yeah, that's what.
And they gave her too much anesthetic, yeah.
But it's like, they never think that in an operation.
Yeah,
routine.
I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say when it was said saying surgery. I think it's more to do with surgery worldwide that the operations as opposed to
the concern. What concerns me is if they've gone from tanning to then get lips done, so now they've had curtain or everything.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
Yeah, what's the next stage?
If at that trajectory, God knows what they do.
Making sure that the DNA sequences are correct.
You know what I mean?
And they design the babies. And they design the babies.
They're doing that now.
I wouldn't say anything to get myself disappeared, but I'm pretty sure that already happens in certain institutions within this very country, mate.
Yeah,
Also the selection, mate. I'm just saying how she looks nice. You got a good family. Your family.
Come give me some eggs.
You can marry that person.
Come give me some eggs.
And that's throughout all cultures around the world. Yeah. Even as parents, we're going to choose, or we want to have an influence over who actually choose.
100.
So how is it monetized? If there's how much of us in here and we're basically saying nah, that look is not for us, but somehow girls and women are doing it anyway.
Yeah, but we're not a true reflection. We're not a true sample size, are we?
For example, I bought a bit of timber in the last 6 months. I know I got a wedding in May.
Right.
I'm probably hit the gym properly next week. I'll be looking like, I'll be looking good. I know, but that's how I would do it. Some people would run to the surgeon and go,
Get on the plane, mate.
And others just don't appreciate it.
And instead of costing me how many
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
It's so the button can use it.
Instead of paying $5 grand, it's going to cost me 100 quid, 22.99 to go on my pure dividend. I'm alright.
Yeah, but if time is money, the amount of time you're going to be spending doing
that's
that.
dependent upon circumstance. When you say time,
I get it if it's a career move, right? I get it if it's a career move. So I know that we're quite critical of the Kardashians and that, but that's a career move. If you're making that sort of money, I can't really criticise you. I can.
Do you know how much
you made a society change? You made a societal change. You know how big it is? You've made a societal change a lot more.
People do a lot less for a lot less money.
I hear that, but you have to understand what I consider to be the impact of people like the Kardashians have had. It's made a societal shift. Like now, it's got to the point now, I will never think that our people would be getting their bum done because I thought we were.
What do you mean? Not
bleaching
all of us.
their skin.
That's been happening.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's funky, bro.
Their bums done and
looks
like,
funky.
so
But,
I never
but
thought
not a lot of our people. We're talking like all black people.
Yeah.
Has bum or has breast. Like some of them are born with nothing.
I get that some of them are, but women with asses
And society.
want more.
And society. Well,
They want more. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you never had enough.
it's not just women. It's men.
But what I'm saying is the impact of these influencers is very pronounced because we're seeing it affecting our community. When we used to be laughed at, back in the day, driving the big lips, the big asses.
I don't think it does.
We're even going at that.
I don't think it really has that big an impact on our community because, personally speaking, I can't think of a single person that I know that has had plastic surgery.
That's why I said you might not know.
Funny enough, you say that. I'm aware of someone who's just come back from Turkey, had some things done, and they look alright.
Where was you last week?
So
maybe I'm
yeah, and literally, it's just weird that we're having this conversation because I am aware of somebody who's gone and had some things done.
I know a couple of people. I know a couple of females. Well, they're friends of. My mate Lewis's people, a couple of people that Lewis knows.
Yeah.
And they've had stuff, problems, names, everything. And it's not, you wouldn't say, oh, the walk down road, oh my days, it wouldn't be that at all. But you say, and they'll say, yeah, I'll get what he's done and that, but it's not, I wouldn't go for all of that trouble, all of that money. Just, and all they do is just listen and stuff. Like, what, you're not getting that out of it. And if you think about the you talk about the Kardashians, what do they do? What does Kim Kardashian do?
She runs a business.
What business?
She has a whole branding business.
She's
a branding.
She has a branding.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but what commodity does she have?
Her body.
Right. So what I'm saying, so she does.
So that's what she
say the word. No, she don't get that. It's fine.
She has the same amount of commodity as
Messi. But what he's trying to say is
Messi. Her body is a commodity. That's what I'm saying.
So that's why she does
that's
it.
What, yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Necessity to
her body, her sweat. Her sweat is a commodity.
Her sweat is a
sweat, you know, is a commodity.
I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's it. Kim Kardashian to Messi.
Are you alright?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Before you get on. Messi's foot is his money. What do you mean if Messi didn't have a foot? Messi's foot and his brain.
Is what that brings me to it, which is why I bought a muscle or something like that. That's why I walked on a whole of Newcastle, more than our place. That's how I've done it, because of his ability.
His body is
Kim Kardashian just looks good. But so I can find you.
It's her ability to make people look. It's her ability to make other guys and women.
Is that why you don't have the location?
But name I can go to Instagram, I can go anywhere and find women that look better than Kim Kardashian.
No, but so what she's done is she's built.
I know she has, but what I asked was, what does she do?
She doesn't do nothing.
But what I wanted to hear.
Apart from just looking good.
You see, in a modern world,
she's
an influencer.
I know what else. It's only for the soul, because Kim Kardashian booked those chips. Those chips will never.
Yeah, but that's
I get that. But that doesn't. She doesn't have the talent.
No, she won't.
What do you call a stripper?
A stripper. She get her tits out.
A seducer. A seductive. Yeah, of course she is. So you comparing Kim to a stripper? I mean, if the stripper is saying good things, why not? I've been to a I've been to a strip club over here, right? Me and my boy. And my wife is aware of this. My wife is aware of this. There's nothing. And literally, me and my boys are sitting, they're dancing, and one of them whispered in one of my friends' head. And no word of a lie, he hovered to the back room. Yeah? Paid for his private dance, half an hour, £500, half an hour. Then he came back and asked me, yo, can you pay for another? When we left out, man said, yo, it's the truth what Drake said. Strippers be talking that loving-ish in the strip club. Yeah? All I'm saying, the point that you made is, if she's talking, what I'm saying,
and the difference is, as much as that look and sound good, reality will kick in for me.
$5 bills.
Reality will kick in, because at the end of the day, she's down back with something same way. In my house, it's long. And even if it did go any further, and it still does a bunker, it's long. It doesn't make no sense. £500 and £500.
You're saying £500.
You'll be ringing to her, bro.
Listen.
You know,
I didn't have to ring him for my money still.
I left the word.
I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying to you is there's an art to what they do. There's an art to what they do, and their word, their look, that's their
So my
commodity.
thing is, so your breakfast
There is an art to it.
They pray.
on weekdays. Sorry, for the French.
No.
So they do because I'm
There's an art to it.
It's not just black people.
No, sorry. So I tell you what, because if listen, I really like him. So I will do it for free.
Well, no.
That will be my reply. We're on it.
No, but one of my friends was saying the same exact thing. But what I'm saying to you, you come into a strip club. You come into a strip club. It's like going into Harrods, yeah.
No.
And you don't want to buy nothing.
What are you going to Harrods for then?
To buy it.
Well, you just said you go to Harrods, you don't want to buy
No. My point was, why would you go into the strip club and say, oh,
Yeah.
for free? That's their job.
Like you said,
That's their
they
job.
were dancing around you. So
I
you're
know,
not
That's their job.
That's sufficient.
The last time I went to Miami, I went with my mates. We all went to strip club. Strip clubs ain't my thing. They were begging me, come on, just have a dance. And I'm like, no, if I can't try the goods, I ain't eating it.
Why am I wearing myself?
I'm not wasting my time. You can do what you want, but I'm not saying
String,
for it.
man.
And then at the end of the night, right? At the end of the night, she give me a free dance.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, because it's not our
I
thing.
can imagine.
So I couldn't personally,
Man,
like,
spent.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is this. I'm not actually.
I know guys that have.
What you're saying is there is an art to stripping.
There is an art.
There is an art.
Yeah,
It
but
is. And I would say on the flip side,
Art form ain't that
It's-
rich.
it's-
£500.
it's what they do is more of a job than what I believe the influence that is.
She's more. That's the same shit, man. I respect her game more than I respect her team more than
monkey, you know.
because she has an art. Give her a chance.
This is 30 minutes, you know. No one even learns that hour.
Do you know?
I want you to think about this, yeah?
I will.
Kim and her family, Kim and her family had to put hours of wait. Of the Real House. That old housewife situation that they had. The reality. No, they had to put in. You're saying they don't do. She don't do nothing.
What is it that they have?
I agree with you in that sense. She works hard.
No.
I agree with you in that sense.
You're not hearing the question I said. I asked you.
Can I just say?
What does she do?
What does DJ Khaled do? What does DJ Khaled do?
He's a Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon. Oh, what else? How can you even see it?
Nah, all I'm saying is.
What's happening? You coming in?
All I'm saying is, in terms of Kim, she thinks something, and she acts on it.
Kim? Listen, I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm not saying she's not clever, you know. Because she has to be clever to have that much money. Do what she's doing. She has to be clever.
Right.
All I'm simply saying is,
She don't have to be clever.
She's got a team around here. All I'm asking is, what if you had to think about it, rather than debate about it for 15-20 minutes, what does she do? The shipper runs game. She runs game. She said, no, big man, listen. She's doing that I hope 550. I still get some McDonald's. I think all the time about she's got to
I'm just saying that she's done something.
Oh, Rich.
Yeah.
Nah, man, good conversation, man. Good conversation. Alright, so
Arsenal he's got, isn't it? You start with the Arsenal because he's got to shoot.
No, you can start with one.
Okay.
So Tottenham 2, Man City 0.
Called it.
Go on, Tosh.
Been calling it for a long time. No one trusting Mourinho because now he's proven his point.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
What's his point?
He's changed the dynamics of the team. Man like Vertonghen walking off the other day. Man like Eric Dyer getting in shape. Now there's a different philosophy.
Harry Kane still playing.
Thank you, Ericsson.
Harry Kane still playing.
Bye bye, Danny Rose.
Can I say something to you?
Hey.
Can we ensure that he sticks to this? When Mourinho started, I want back my club.
Yeah.
That's when you think that. I don't want to hear it, Tosh. I don't want to hear it.
You know if it's time to go, Tosh is going to talk.
He's going to
say
I will talk what's necessary, but I told you, man, that we would get him. And everyone laughed back, oh, you lot can't afford Mourinho. Now he's there, now you're trying to disrupt the energy.
Let's start talking about energy, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to disrupt the energy.
Point one. Me personally never ever said that to you. I think
okay.
No, I would never say Tottenham Hotspurs cannot afford Mourinho.
When it was back in the days when he was on his sabbatical, man was saying Tottenham can't afford
I was saying.
I would ask if you could go back to your catalogue of footage, you will find various places.
Man was saying Tottenham's too small for Mourinho.
Yeah, I thought
I was saying.
Also, what I would say is,
well, he's there.
Also, what I would say is, point to,
and what man also said is that it's not a long-term project.
Oh, no,
man was saying, my dad goes left.
It's a long-term project.
No, but Tosh, what I'm saying to you, also point to is, I think you have to be mindful when you say change. Changing would probably more.
It's not getting it.
Because they're not quite there, and it could still go in.
I haven't said, I'm just telling you that I've been lambasted for my opinion within this barbershop about my football club.
If Harry Kane was fit,
we would have lost.
Harry Kane.
We would have lost. Remember, he's going to be at some stage.
Question.
No, that has been the question in this barbershop.
That is not the question.
Oh, Harry Kane scores all your goals. And as I keep trying to tell, man, he didn't play in the Champions League quarterfinals.
Choose a fully fit
He was
Harry
injured.
Kane? Yes,
And we won the game. We
Mourinho
won 1-0 at our thing without Harry Kane on the pitch.
Toss.
No,
That's more
that was against Ajax. He got injured when he tried to deal with Delph and Delph.
He did get injured.
Yeah, he got injured. And then after that we scored the goal. Yes, sorry.
Does Mourinho pick a fully fit
Put some respect on. Put some respect on Mourinho's name, man.
Jose Mourinho.
Jose
I cannot
Mourinho.
answer that.
Yes, you can answer.
I cannot answer
the
that
question
because
all
I've seen
a fully fit Harry Kane.
Oh, fully fit.
Yes or no?
Fully fit.
Yes or no?
I cannot answer that
Because
at the moment he hasn't done that.
You know what the answer is.
He hasn't done that.
But
I know what the answer is at the moment. We are now moving beyond the Harry Kane period.
Harry Kane's there. He's there.
I can't see him.
He ain't going nowhere.
I can't see him.
You should have sold him to United. I told you I should have sold him to United.
Well, you know, we can only deal with what's happened. Unfortunately, the player has been injured. You know, and we are now in a different. We're in a different scenario of what's going on. You asked about our very productive 2-0 win, and it was orchestrated because some little idiot decided to go and have an argument with a situation that didn't concern him. The Shamchenko or whatever his name is goes running 70 yards to get involved, but I don't know who he feels he can beat and not beat, and then he gets booked. Him and Alderweireld got booked, and then he tries to take out Harry Winks when Carl Walker was coming across. So you know what? That's football. But you know, it is what it is. The change has happened. You can see it because in the Southampton game, Mourinho done it again, just like in the Olympiacos game. He took off Eric Dyer after 29 minutes. He finishes the game winning 4-2. He takes off Vertonghen because he was getting turned easier than what I turned my grandfather clock key with. So he had to come off the pitch. And then he's walking around in a somber mood like the world's falling apart. Well, learn to turn. That's what was wrong. If you look, Danny Ings, Redmond, James Ward-Prowse when they were on the pitch, they were killing him on that side of the pitch.
Yeah.
So, that's what I like about Mourinho. He assesses a situation and makes a conscious decision, and so far it's been working in his favour.
So obviously, since you skipped to the FA Cup game, there's a 5-goal thriller. Obviously, Lucas and Song, both with goals in that game. How did you feel about Mourinho coming out after the game and saying
that it was
the better team lost?
Well, looking on the dynamics of the game, we were actually on the back foot because of that issue that I'm talking about. The back still has a problem, and for the young Tangangi that was put into the back, he was now put onto the right-hand side so that Aurier could play right midfield.
Yeah.
But if you notice, when Danny Ings caught him, he scored the goal because that's his weaker side. So he didn't read to push him down the left side of God, down the touch.
Yeah.
He let him come in, and as soon as he came in, bang, the ball was in the back of the net. So he's still learning. But here's a guy that's been put across the back, and you got Vertonghen, a seasoned pro, walking around the pitch with his, like the world's falling apart.
Yeah.
So for me, when I'm looking at the game, I could see that we were having problems up front. We were getting pressured all around because he was playing with a 5-3-2 up front, and it wasn't working. We were containing them because I think Mourinho knew that we just played Man City, just like England playing South Africa. The euphoria of beating Man City was so much that the players were tired, and I was saying it on the forum. To be truthful, we're tired, and this is a tough game. Because my man came with his full squad.
Yeah.
So he had everybody available until my man got injured and then got taken off on the stretcher. But we were under the cosh. And Son and Mora the chances they had, they were messing. They was all over the place.
Yeah.
So Ings, and as we all said, and I said it, Tottenham should have dropped 40 million and got that guy. You can see. He's phenomenal, and then Long had a great game.
Yeah.
Redmond had a great game.
Redmond had a very good game.
Yeah, we were, and we were under it. So
that's a team that got
9-0.
That's something to come from there to where they are now.
Yeah. So it was. I always knew that's gonna be, and as I've said to a lot of people on this thing, Tottenham are still learning to play at that football ground. They're doing a lot better because. You can see it playing Man City. People will say, "Oh, Man City should have won that. They should have put the game to bed." We can say that about every game our teams play in. The result is the result. And when it was necessary, Tottenham put them to bed.
Tottenham, you not raised your game
for the Man City.
Yeah,
but they were. Look, all the top 6 games are big games. So then it's whether you go to Europe or you come back from Europe, your game is always different.
Yeah.
So
Mourinho already. You don't like Pep, so you're gonna raise that game.
Yeah.
Definitely, come on, man.
Yeah. And we did get. Okay, we look at the penalty situation. Was the first one a penalty? It's debatable, but you've given the referee the opportunity to give it. VAR is not going to overturn it, so it's. Is it clear and obvious? No, it's not, so it's a penalty. Was Sterling's approach a penalty? Now, if you say Sterling's is a penalty, do we say Son's is a penalty? Because when you look at where the ball was for the Southampton goalkeeper, why is his hands up on the guy's thighs? The ball's down here. Son played the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
So why is your hands up here against his thigh? Whether you touched him or not, what is your hand doing up there? So, they're all debatable decisions that are fine margins,
But do you feel that, Mourinho's comments about obviously the best team losing, do you think that's more of a changing room thing? Or
no, I think he's right.
He's right to say it publicly.
Yeah. I think that was the conflict between what he said and then you heard what's his name, Dele Alli saying, "Oh well, everyone's entitled to their opinion." He made that comment, and I kind of thought, it looks like there's a strained relationship already appearing on this situation. But
Mourinho is right. The best team didn't win that game.
No, of course.
But should he have said it publicly?
Should he have said it publicly?
Yeah,
What does that mean for the team?
That's why there's nothing wrong. So like, I don't even remember a couple weeks ago, might even been a couple months ago. I can't remember who we played, and Henderson and Klopp were seen off the pitch saying that was
Close.
shit. He said that was shit, and then they got interviewed and it was like, yeah, we won, but we weren't playing good enough. You have to be able to be self-analysing, self-criticising each other without catching feelings. You won the game, you weren't performing at your optimum, that's okay, you got the result. You should be able to say that weren't all that, and it not be a thing.
And not be the fans not getting on your back and whatever. Because look at also what he added to it, and it's the thing slightly our media, the narrative of media is used to create a storm. Because look at this thing going on with this Kobe Bryant and the what's his name? Gal. Now, when you look at the interview, it is a wide, broad interview. But what they've done, they pulled this middle part of the interview out, and now she's been assassinated. Hold on. No, you see, this is the point. What you're looking at is the interview of that moment in time. Now, if you look at something very close, you can say, yeah, you're bang out of order.
So you said they've obviously stuff before, stuff after.
Yeah, what she was doing was trying to shut down what we're all saying. Look, my man's innocent, so leave this alone. But what she was doing, saying she's going to.
So she played devil's advocate for you, said.
Yeah, she was going to a friend who's very close and saying, give us your opinion on why this keeps coming up.
Oh, right, okay. So what you're saying is, so Gail's gone to the lady basketball player.
Yeah.
There's like obviously there's things that they said about Kobe, how he tight scales and rare.
Well,
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. That's not the Kobe I know. But surely he's been rare and basketball players in it. So and that's
she was trying to be objective.
Right, okay.
And give so that people could say, well, she didn't answer that question. She didn't answer this. But now we are lambasting that individual based on the content of what we've seen. You know, like if you see a brother being chased down the road by police, you automatically think, oh, well, what's he done? Well, you don't know the circumstances.
The reason why I agree with that is because I remember being in a program I know with a young man. They showed him, they showed him it's stabbing or somewhere. So a white young man stabbing another white boy. And the video was shown, and the first assistant said, you can't ask him that, you've done what's happened before, what happens after. And they had to take it out.
And that's what,
totally right.
And that's what I'm trying to say with the Mourinho thing. You know, that's what, you know, this thing about, does he say this? Is he right and whatever? He's absolutely right, because what he's saying is, look, the players were at their limit. They played in what they would have regarded as their cup final, playing Man City, and they got themselves a win. Then 2.5 days later, they're back out on the same pitch, playing Southampton, who played fresher game,
and came to play
with a full team. We were 5 players missing from what would regard as the first 11, and then basically look at our subs bench. You had Troy Parrott, you had Skip. You had a name that I'm actually was looking for. Who did he come from? You had David Sanchez and whoever else came on, Dele Alli, and the goalkeeper.
Well, that goes back to what we were saying weeks ago about the narrative in regards to Mourinho. If you look at the 2 incidences we just spoke about, Henderson and Klopp and Mourinho, Henderson and Klopp can say something, be criticise the team, and it'd be like, oh, that shows fight, class, and like you can tell they're the best team because nothing's good enough. They can be slightly off colour and they're willing to address it and be critical of their performance. That's a good thing because that's going to hold them in good stead moving forward. Reno does essentially the same thing.
Let me just add to this. You see this thing with Vertonghen. I, as a Tottenham supporter, is peeved with my man. And I'll tell you what the reason why. I know why he was seething. He didn't play in the Man City game. For some strange reason, I rang Albert and I said, oh my God, we got Sanchez in the back. because me and that brother
Don't get on.
Yeah, I don't see how he's a centre half.
Yeah.
But we had David and Sanchez in that back. But we had Tangangi on the right side, and Mane and Mahrez could not get past him. That young player we got as a right, left, or wherever they play, is a phenomenal asset for Tottenham right now in the situation we are. But Vertonghen didn't play in that game. So now when he comes on against Southampton, he's thinking he's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
He's playing at centre half. You've got it was I think it was Ryan Sessegnon on the other side.
Yeah.
And he's thinking he's doing it. He was getting spun. And what I like about our manager is he recognises something has to be done. And you are coming out because you're not up to it. And he was proven right, because if he had played in the Man City game, Mahrez might have got trimmed.
So tell me something, did he, I didn't see any of the interview, did he call him out in public?
No, it was Vertonghen's behaviour, walking around the pitch and then sitting down, pulling up his top like this.
Which
it was 1-1, so now it creates the narrative that we're asking. Was Wenger right, Mourinho right to say this and say that?
Yeah.
Just like what Roberto's saying about Klopp and Mossip.
What did he say in his post-match interview?
He didn't discuss it. He said, look, there comes a time as a manager that you have to identify that there's a shortcoming going on in your game. So I had to take Vertonghen off. Because, I feel, and he's actually said, I feel for him. Because, just likewise, when I've done it with Eric Dyer. But I'm the manager, I've got to make decisions.
Yeah.
So top managers will do that.
Precisely.
That's that separates them from the rest. They will do make the controversial.
And we as fans are asking for these managers to be in control of our clubs. We've got to now back their decisions, and I back 100%.
That's a bit rich. When you as fans, we got to back our managers. Now we got one that we like, you mean?
No. One that has no, because you see, this is precisely the point that people do not remember the conversation. I've always said Pochettino did not have a plan B.
So you want him out on top? Don't forget.
Yes.
Like a bit before and after.
No, because I watched his game. Because Pochettino would be on the sideline with his Mac, with his hands in his pockets at 71 minutes all the time. You know what? Lorente.
What I'm making is, you just said you should back your managers. As managers are coming.
So sorry. Sorry.
There's a difference between a manager that's clearly failing and a manager just making key decisions at key times that maybe seem unpopular, like pulling off a
Mourinho has a history of doing that.
And he has a history.
He doesn't play, and that's what you need to get wins in games like this, in high pressurized situations. You've got to be tactfully aware of what's going wrong, and I would say Pochettino's. But Pochettino lacked that, and hence why at this stage he's only won the Audi Cup. So it just goes to the facts.
Why do you think the media gives Mourinho that?
Because he's a man, cocky little son.
Yeah,
he is. Let's be honest with you.
He's the special one. He came as the special one.
Listen.
That's
there's a certain, like, you have to be very smart. We've seen it recently with Arteta. How he's walked through the door at the Emirates, spoke perfectly. Klopp 4 years ago, when he goes on the normal one, he's instantly endeared himself to the press. If he's coming cocky, remember Mourinho's a guy that when he was at Porto was running down the
Man United pitch,
doing all madness, So they already think he's a cocky fella. He's come to England and telling you day one, I'm the special one. Against,
but he didn't live up to that.
He lived up to it, but there's the media like, we're just waiting. They say the right things, they'll take time to do it.
And if you notice,
he betted on himself.
He was hard.
Because he betted on himself, the media now has a back.
They always have. They have it on.
I'm not banging the drum, but that's why Klopp, you you got to respect it because he saw what Jose did, but he didn't put himself in position. Because he gets the British special chop. Give them.
No, he
They've
was.
done it to Michael Owens, they've done it to David Beckham. These are golden boys. Wayne Rooney. You do anything wrong, they don't care who you are. I'm selling papers.
And Klopp knew the project. It weren't happening overnight. He said 4 years.
He said 4 years.
He knew. So he had to set the school up from the beginning, innit? I'm a humble guy. I got 4 years to do.
But there was restless supporters within those 4 years that were. What's he done? What's going on here?
Like the media. You're right.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to say. And that's the issue that is what Mourinho actually always understands now. He's actually living on a knife edge with the perceptions of what's going to happen if he can't sustain this new momentum.
The pressure from Mourinho is different from most other managers. Probably closest to it is Pep and Wenger before he left. But once Pep, it's a mathematical impossibility that we could lose the league. It's all going to change for Klopp as well. Don't forget that once he's done it once, and this run is mad, isn't it? So now the levels for him in terms of eyes of the media is going to increase. Like Mourinho said, he saw that from the beginning, and that's why they're onto him, because what he said was no different from what Klopp and Henderson said. And in fact, what Klopp and Henderson said was worse. Because the expletives that were coming out their mouths when they said it was mad. Like, this is effing shit.
Yeah, remember, Mourinho is the man that has said about Wenger, you know, that he said that he was doing a training session and he saw possibly Wenger in the bushes as a boy. I'll never forget that. I'll tell you, man wanted to sue everything. So he has always said that. He said that about Shevchenko being Class A and Class B eggs. That's how he got his first sacking. Because he said that after a European game, after Abramovich brought in Shevchenko, and he says, look, there's Class A and Class B, and I've been dealt with Class B eggs to play a game. So Mourinho is not above controversial aspects in his managerial career, but what I'm not going to accept is Tottenham have a world-class manager, the facilities, the training ground, and now I've got players sulking when they're taken off. You deserve to be taken off. Because man's identified you are a weak link.
This is a thing. What Vertonghen did isn't strange.
No.
We've seen Liverpool players sulk this season. Yeah. Again, it goes back to the man at the helm, in part, and the media's agenda again. They're going to highlight that even more because Mourinho's there.
Don't you remember?
And they're going through a transition.
Yeah, don't you remember Dele Alli went off and kicked up the place in the Watford game? Did we not come away with the win?
Yeah.
Mourinho.
No, but let Klopp do anything wrong.
No, of course.
They'll be waiting there with their hitting in the scope, telling him, man.
100%.
They will. Klopp can get away with
more than Mourinho can get away.
Yeah, but Mourinho, you
once
see,
you win the league and the dynamics, it's going to change. If our form dips, they're going to be onto it.
Mourinho is picking up from a team that was on the down. So you can't now start looking at Mourinho. That's why I'm always backing. Our team was down. You know, you can't come from finishing up, well, we finished fourth last season and Champions League to where we were in the middle of this season under Pochettino, or not even the middle, the first, 14 matches. Lost to Brighton, Newcastle. He's picked that team up. He's now implemented a different system.
Is that a new management?
No, it's not new management. It's a different formation. That's why players are on their way out, or they're now sitting on the bench. Yeah. Because before they would be playing, but they were picking up a wage. This isn't about picking up a wage. Not for me. I'm a supporter. I don't want to see you picking up a wage. I want to see you battling and winning the game. Just like what happened.
No, let me reverse that. So I want to see Pogba.
Listen,
I don't.
You see, this man is always Pogba.
No, hold on. Am I right? Am I wrong? Hold on. Am I right? Am I wrong? When Mourinho called him a virus, you say no. Leave Pogba alone.
Good one, Chew. Good one, mate.
Remember that one, right in here as well.
Good point.
Leave Pogba alone.
I remember that one.
I will say, in Mourinho's defence, it was reported by the media.
I never heard him say it out of his own mouth.
He said that.
That
got a virus in the training room. And what I'm saying is that, just as I said before, Pogba, world-class player, good player, won the World Cup and everything, but he hasn't got the mentality for the Premiership. He hasn't got the mentality because at Man United, fans will love you even if you're crap. As long as you're putting it about and you they will support you.
They'll back you.
But remember, fans are not only watching the game.
Man. I need some tissue for that.
Fans are not only watching the game. Fans are watching the social media and things like that. So when they're seeing all the social media stuff, and then he comes and he's playing crap at the ground, he's saying, "Hold on a minute, this and that." And it is social media's king now.
Yeah, but the guy's injured. He's got legally injured.
You're talking about when he was playing, Uncle. You're talking about when he was playing.
Yeah, but he's not fully
No,
fit.
but the killer is, Uncle, all the controversy around Pogba. And I told you, I maintain Pogba's rubbish in the Premier League. Sorry, he is. Yeah, I maintain it. But you know what makes it even worse, Tosh? Unfortunately. Like, there's all this controversy around him, yeah? He's got ankle injury, right? Yeah. Then you see a video, and I understand that his brother's waiting. Prime example.
But he's not playing football.
I know, but he's all sorts of dark moves and that, and he's got ankle injury.
And I said a thing on the forum saying, he says, "Oh, I love to dance and everything." Why did you even put that out there and knowing that? Oh, I love to dance.
Have you seen the video of him? Ain't no little Twitch about.
It's acrobatics.
Me and you could do that.
And then all of a sudden, you see him in a boot.
And don't get me wrong, let him live. Like, I kind of respect it to a certain extent that he don't care what the media said. He's going to live his life. But I also understand the perception, how that looks, the aesthetics of that. Like, I was busting up when I see the video, and the next day he's got the boot on.
He aggravated it while down.
I don't know. But this is the thing, he might not have.
He might not.
But it's the aesthetics of it. When you still got that fresh in your mind, you already know.
My man put out
His
one
market,
piece of
their market signing is injured.
Yeah, but he was strengthening the ankle. That's what you do. That's
Tosh, man.
That's
Tosh, come on, man.
That's physio.
I expect better from you, Tosh.
Oh, in the kitchen.
We know.
Okay.
We're not united.
I got the piece of tissue out.
We know that he's rehabbing back from injury. So we think to ourselves, okay, he's close to fitness return. We just think that, yeah? We ain't seen him. Then we see a video of him dirty whining, doing all those mad moves that I wouldn't even attempt without crying out the back. At my age, yeah? We see that. So we think, alright, he's ready to go. He must be ready to go now.
The
Then
next
days
day,
later, he's in the boot again, bro.
And then
This is not helping him.
even whatever happens, whether he's injured or not, it doesn't look good. People don't take it on social media.
You leave yourself open for people to brush it.
And not everyone is as learned as us, yeah? So when the media see this, they're trying to shift papers, get clicks and all sorts. So they're going to push the narrative. So if I'm thinking like that, I like to think I can sit through a lot of crap.
If that's the case, then you know.
Okay.
If that's the case, then you know the media are after you in that part. Why say I love to dance?
You're asking for
It's not your football. You're injured and you love to dance.
Now, okay, so let me say this. We all saw Sterling's birthday bash. And how he was carrying on. And then we saw him with a big bottle of alcohol.
On the pitch.
Right, but there was nothing said. And now, hold on, let me finish. When we see other players in nightclubs and whatever, and then he's drinking, he's smoking or whatever, is that not showing you that there is a negativity being placed on someone?
You're 100% correct. The problem is, with Sterling, for example,
he played the
now because Sterling is the favourite of the month, nobody's saying, "No, you're drinking alcohol."
For me personally, then, the reason
Sterling's
two
not
different
sweating,
things,
the killer man.
two different things, because Sterling was out partying, drinking champagne, whining down.
And it was his birthday.
Two days on the pitch and they won.
Yeah.
Pogba wasn't. Pogba
But
done
he
that.
can't because he's
But he was doing.
But you can't be skanking and saying you're.
No, but what is the difference?
What is the difference? The difference is
Sterling's drinking alcohol.
Yeah, but he would have had permission
What, to drink
from his
alcohol?
manager because he's having a birthday party and he's drinking alcohol.
the brother's bottle was bigger than that white rum bottle there.
Correct. But you know the answer, Todd. The difference is, right now, Pogba,
You know what I need from the Haitian.
for sales, whatever, is being targeted by the media.
Right.
We know how it works.
Yeah,
That was Sterling X. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, part of it is helping yourself.
But what I'm saying is that he hasn't for all what everybody's saying and everything like that. He's just not performing.
So that helps.
He's just not
You can do all
performing.
that stuff if you're banging the goals.
If you're banging in goals and he's doing that.
Correct.
Sterling is.
You can't even, sometimes you can't do that stuff.
Not against us.
But he's still banging in goals.
Remember Sterling,
He's still banging in goals.
hasn't
He's still
just
doing
all of a
it.
sudden woke up and has been a killer.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for City for.
Well, I could allude to the fact.
I'm fresh in the club. I'm fresh in the club, and we got, I've just seen you saying, you're the general, you're the field marshal, you're a gunslinger, this and that, and then you come and you play shit. I'm saying, hold on a minute, what the hell? You come from saying World Cup winner, coming from that, and you ain't even play. I ain't even seen you play the game. That's good. Don't chat to me, brethren. Don't chat to me.
But he's not chatting. This is the whole point.
No.
No,
But what I'm saying is that
himself.
habilitating himself by skanking.
Hold on. 1 second.
Go back and look at Carlos Tevez when he won and left United.
Yeah.
He was, many teams out there, yeah. But when he hit the pitch,
He was bagging goals.
Hold on a second. I've been vilified by this panel here and individuals about Dombele. And you got the cheek. You got the cheek to tell me about Pogba.
No.
It's not the same thing.
Hold on. Let me speak. You want to speak? And there's 6 against 1 here, right? The man, all of a sudden, within 10 minutes of the game, I'm coming to that.
That's proper moves, you know.
Just saying.
That's proper moves.
And that was old. That was an old video.
No, it's not. No, don't even.
Right.
No.
Look.
Video 2. I got some more.
Keep bringing
So,
them,
Josh,
because
there's
you
no
see-
argument.
No, there is argument.
There isn't.
That man there said, wait till he gets fit, wait this. And then as soon as the game started against Man City, Joe was on the forum. Oh, look, the fat boy that Tosh talks about playing. Did the brother last the game?
No.
We are in February. We bought a £58 million player, and you're having a go at a man who's injured.
No.
Didn't the Soso
I never
The
talk
man
about.
can't even play against Southampton
hold on.
the following 2 days.
Listen, I leave
Dombele
you.
plays.
Hold on.
No.
No,
Dombele plays.
let me cut you there.
And then he
I
finishes
never
at
ever
61
talk about
minutes.
your players because you cuss them down. I just listen. I'm never on the forum. We don't even have to talk about your players. It's you. When Aston comes in, you and Aston can talk because we never talk. Jude just gives you that. That's all. Right? But we never talk about that because we just say, you know what, Tosh knows these players. That's it. We never ever talk about.
So what I'm
no, but
trying
what
to
I'm
say
saying
is look at my injuries of my players. My man's having a go at me for highlighting that.
No, but
and I'm saying,
Tosh.
well, look, leave the guy to get fit. When he gets fit for his season, then you can analyse it.
I can
He's not
guarantee
being fit.
you, he will not be fit until the end of the season and the game,
gonna go.
and then he's gonna go. I can guarantee you. I can
Well,
guarantee
Harry
you. He
Kane's
won't
not
want to be
But I
fit.
don't see
He won't-
everyone. Harry Kane didn't turn up. or
because we
whatever.
know what type of player he is.
We know what we're getting.
We know what we're getting from Harry
Yeah,
Kane.
I know what I'm getting.
Yeah, you told us and we believed you.
That's
why we
I'm
know.
getting from Harry Kane.
You told us and we believed you. We watched.
and you've
we
now
looked.
seen.
No, but not Tosh. You're
I
going
know
away.
what-
You're
I
going
know
away
what
from
you-
the subject.
No, I know what you
You're-
get from Pogba when he's fully fit.
Yeah, but the guy.
Player.
Tosh, me and you sat down in my room and on the phone I had to charge my battery and you cussed him and said, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. As soon as a guy loses the ball, like you're not meant to get tackled. This is the Premier League. Winter
snow and everything. You have to go out there, you scraping off the snow, and you have to play football on it. And as soon as he got touched, he's like a baby. He's like, no, you can't touch me.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
You man just got a thing against
No,
Bobby.
I haven't got a thing. Yeah, because he's one of the best players in the, and I want to see him play.
Yeah, but he's injured. How can you expect
No.
a man to be who's injured?
I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking about now.
He's talking about when he's
fit
and he can perform. What's he
You
doing?
see them clips? Get Shay to put them on the forum next week that he plays.
We don't even need
So
that.
I need to see what's going on here because
Tosh, you don't follow him on Insta.
no, I don't.
I follow him on Insta. I've got him on Insta. Yeah, I follow him. He's got the boot on and he's in pool and all that. And then next minute
Yeah, but he's doing hydrotherapy, so then you
what?
Tosh got an answer for everything, you know.
I know.
Tosh got an answer for everything.
You have Steve Fish and man. Last week was nice.
Yeah.
Look at this, Tosh. Look at this, Tosh.
Like a white man to you? Pump on his brother.
Yeah, but what year is that?
Stop now. Tosh. Stop now.
Alright, on to the next game.
Yeah, yes, please.
On to the next game.
Please.
Man United 0, Wolves 0, goalless draw.
I need to get on the Insta, you know, because
And-
it looks like
and-
the man them are discrediting my allegiance to Pogba.
Before we get into the game, there was a rumour that Man United were looking at Glenn Murray
Nah, that's that.
in the January transfer.
Every time
window.
Yeah, I know, but every time I open up the gossip on BBC, where every single thing is Man United looking at him, Man United looking at him. I get bored of it now. Until they come now. They're lined up with everybody.
Well, the
now.
list is Josh King,
King,
Glenn Murray.
there was someone
I
else.
think the Glenn Murray thing came out after the transfer.
Who's one from Bournemouth?
Ings, yeah.
Who's one from Bournemouth?
Josh King.
Josh King, Ings. There's so many.
The one they got?
I don't even
So
think
now
Ings
I
was
don't
in the
even.
list.
Ings was on there. Ings was on there. I read it every morning. So I get him.
I know Ings was on Spurs.
Ings was on Man United as well because they were saying, "Oh, you should have got Ings. Ings would have been the right person." But what I'm saying is that I don't even listen to that no more because we're until somebody actually physically put the shirt on now. I don't think it's worth even listening to that gossip. But with the game, it was a poor game. It was going to be one of those games where it was either going to be because they've got to a point now where they respect each other. It's always going to be a tough game. The only thing I was glad about is that the guy that come in, he got man of the match, played well. Fernandes. He played well. Played
Against
the
Wolves.
Wolves.
He looked like their best player.
Yeah, he looked like their best. Yeah.
He
If he
looked
carries
healthy.
on that, I'll be happy. But it's his first game.
The man get a squeeze against Wolves.
Nah, we never. We should have.
Where was it?
It was a
Go and look at the stats.
But you know what? Everybody played Wolves. You know Wolves gonna give you murders. It was never gonna be no walkover at all.
Never.
And not for a subpar Man United team either.
Yeah.
It was always gonna be. So that's a good result.
Yeah, to be.
Listen,
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. I would have wanted them to beat them. I would expect it to.
Yeah, well, I know
maybe
what you'd have wanted.
beat them. But what you get, you don't always. What you want, you don't always.
Man United are happy to get a draw at home
Nemesis
to Wolves, you know.
Nemesis.
Yeah, it's Wolves is our nemesis, man. It's true. It's true because every time I remember talking to Tosh in the cup game. Yeah, we're gonna murder them. Bam, bam, 2 goals. And I was like, what? Before I even breathed, before I even took my next breath, it was like 2 goals in the back of the net. And I said, oh my God.
You see, at the end of the season, man got to go into that Wolves team and teeth players.
I'll team Jimenez. Jimenez is the first person.
Jota.
Yeah. Even Neto is one for the future.
Cody.
Gibbs White is going to be a good one.
Yeah. Gibbs White.
Traore
is gone.
Go for like Bettino earlier.
Yeah.
Him 4 or 5 years ago.
I saw a ball in that game, you know. They sent a ball from the other side and man just...
Killed it.
Killed it down. Yeah.
I said, listen.
They're gonna... But can they afford it? Because Wolves have got money now.
Yeah, they're a billionaire.
But the thing is, the players will only be going for the fact that they're going to bigger clubs. So
that's
Barcelona going for Traore again. isn't it?
Oh no, you know what they're saying here, and it's something you need to discuss. They're saying that the newspapers were they were told by the people
that they were
going there,
and they didn't tell the police.
And the Sun was there filming it. So, you know, that's collusion
Yeah.
of an attack on a man's house. And you're national
and they've got information.
According to the Sun,
what?
we got a tip. That's it. We didn't incite anything. We got a tip. Yeah, that's it.
Listen.
No collusion.
No.
What did you do with that tip?
No.
What did you do with it? What did you do with it? What did you do with the information?
You're supposed to hit the police with that.
What did you do with the information?
That's not their obligation. As a journalist, their obligation is to report something happened. They got
So that's the problem right there.
And
that's the problem right there. Steve.
I applaud what you just said.
That is the problem right there.
Yeah. So when the RA were giving tips to the Sun newspaper.
No. Let's not act like the newspaper. The newspaper is to report the news. Now, if they got a tip.
Come in.
Yeah, cool.
Why are you taking your shy for?
Their job is to sell news. So if they got a tip, they're not gonna go tell the police. Oh, raw. That's not.
Hopefully things are open, you know.
Whether or not they should, they don't have to.
Listen, forget that.
Steve, you know you're not talking sense.
No, listen to.
You are not talking sense because they're denying that tip existed.
Nah, they said they got a tip. That's what they said. We got a tip.
And what did they do with that information? So
what was the tip? I don't know what the tip was.
Forget it.
Yeah, no matter.
You get the shade, man. You get caught.
It don't matter. That's no. If they knew they didn't do anything, that's a bit naughty. Someone could have got out, man.
You got your man having flares at his house and you're saying you got a tip.
Yeah, that's a mad.